What's up, guys? It's Gober here again. It is week 6, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I'll correct it if I got it wrong. But yeah, so week 6. But yeah, everything seems to be going pretty well. But I definitely do feel it now. I feel like I hit that wall where I'm like, fuck, like this shit sucks. And it's just, how do you explain it? Just tired, because since I don't have that many carbs, drinking a shit ton of water, crap ton of freaking cardio, like an hour a day. And then I just got a text probably 30 minutes ago. He bumped my my cardio to an hour and 30. So gonna have to be sleeping a lot. Well, gonna try to sleep at least a normal amount. But yeah, it definitely does suck. And luckily I had a carb up on Wednesday. That was like the glory day where I actually felt okay. But dang, like my stomach is just like not used to it because I've been kind of on a cut for, you know, like 8, 6, 7 weeks already, not eating nearly as much. So when I refeed, I have to use the restroom like crazy the day after. I was at work just like every 2 hours. But yeah, that was really good. And I just been lazy. That's why I haven't shaved. That's the only reason why like my beard is growing out right now. I'm just lazy. And that's why I haven't gotten a haircut either. But I'll probably shave everything off right before my competition, probably like 3 or 4 days out or whatever. I'm trying to look super Mexican. I'm gonna keep the mustache and everything like that, and then get like some type of Mexican haircut or whatever. But because man, it just makes sense. But yeah, and then so everything's pretty much staying the same. Just the 7 ounces of meat with 1 cup of broccoli, and then same thing in the mornings. It's just the egg whites, 16 ounces of egg whites with 40 grams of oats. But since today is also a carb day, just a slight carb day, just 150 grams of rice with 4 meals, and then after my workout, 80 grams of cream of rice. And yeah, that's today. So today I feel a little bit better. Feels great. But yeah, we finally dropped to 213, and he's probably gonna want us to drop another 2 to 3 pounds. So I'm assuming by the time I get on stage, give or take, I'll probably be 200, 195-ish. We'll see. And then once I deplete it fully of all my water, we'll see how light I actually am. I'm probably gonna look super skinny. Definitely gonna be lean, but super duper skinny. A lot skinnier than what I'm used to. But yeah, I am definitely excited for what's coming, but definitely getting tired of it all. But yeah, and today, so we're doing back with Tim today again, little brother. But yeah, I'll see you guys in there. Peace. wrapped up, finished that up. Super duper nice, super duper good. Just because messed up my oh, there's a mosquito right there, but you can kind of tell right there. But yeah, was definitely a good back workout. Ended up meeting with my boy Frank. It's been a while that we worked out. I think it was like a week and a half or something like that. But yeah, so we ended up just throwing him in there, and yeah, getting leaner by the day. I don't know if you can tell a little bit at all, but yeah, so we are 213 roughly. Feeling pretty good. Cardio going up, food going down. Should have spit. But yeah, and just getting pretty much, how do you say it, like thrashed, I guess, in a way. Just definitely feeling the prep coming in, like the exhaustion of being on prep. So good thing there's only 6 more weeks, and then after that, I don't give a fuck. I am getting freaking fat as fuck. I'm getting super duper fat. I'm probably gonna end up changing jobs with probably like January too. So I probably won't be able to train for a little while, and then I'm gonna hit it again after that. But we'll see what happens. You know, gotta interview, do all that stuff and whatnot. But yeah, and then probably post a couple of pictures. You'll see it towards the end and whatnot, so you can see kind of the difference of like when I'm actually working out versus when I'm fully flexed and whatnot. Because I feel like it's a pretty big difference. I feel like it's I guess the leanest I've been since like 4 years ago, since like before COVID and all that and whatnot. But definitely loving, hating the process, because now I see why people would fall off, why people hate it, or why people necessarily don't fall in love with bodybuilding, just because, or like why people always talk about how they would never want to diet and to get that lean. You know, because people are like, oh, I would never want to look like that. Well, it's like, yeah, you would never look like that just because you never would push yourself to actually diet that hard, do cardio that hard, train that hard, you know. And you know, shout out to my 3 or 4 homies that I have that actually end up wanting to work out with me and actually push, like Frank, Tim, and then my other buddy David. They actually push, you know. Timmy goes based on my tempo, so if I'm a little slow that day, we'll go like that. We'll go a little slow, but if we go a little fast, he keeps up too, with his own weight, of course, and everything like that. But the fact is like he keeps up with the tempo, you know, because you ever work out with somebody and they don't keep the tempo, they're talking too much, or, you know, waste too much time, don't want to move the weights, like if there's a strength difference. So yeah, and then what's been kind of pushing me too is like the Olympia just passed, CBum won. It's crazy. And then who everyone pretty much wanted to win, which I was rooting for too, Derek. I feel like he just won it in a way that just because of his size, like the not the fact that he was more conditioned than everybody, but because he had the proportions and the good round muscle bellies, it just stood out. Since pre-showing, it just totally stood out compared to everybody. Hadi always has crazy conditioning, but Derek just has that little freak factor, but like classic, or not necessarily classic, but like a classy X-frame, you know, because that's really hard to get, especially when you're like pushing 240, 250 at like 5'4", 5'6" roughly for the most part. You know, that's really hard to do, you know, because a lot of guys are just over, like they're just way too big for their height, you know. And then Samson looks crazy. I aspire to be like Samson, just because Samson's around my same height. I think he's about 6 foot, 6'1", so that's pretty much what I'm at, give or take. With shoes, maybe like 6'2" for the most part, probably 6'1". We'll see how I do at my show, just because that I'm probably not gonna have that little bit of fat padding on my feet, so I'll probably be 6 foot. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see when we get there. And but yeah, that was super duper exciting, seeing the Olympia, seeing how all those guys winning and whatnot, and pretty much everyone that I wanted to won, which was super sick. And again, just super motivating, super exciting, and I just can't wait to hopefully one day be up there, you know, within the next. I'm giving myself time. I'm trying to be realistic. I'm not trying to be like, oh, I'm gonna be there next year. Like, I'm pretty sure like 4 or 5 years from now, just because I'm gonna have to put on that size. I'm 6'1", my weight cap is 224 as an amateur, and it's gonna go to 234, pretty much like what CBum's at, and he's capping that out. So it's gonna take me like at least 3 years to get to like 220, 225, like fully leaned out, peeled to the gills during my competition. So it's gonna take me a while, but hopefully you guys are here for that whole process, because I'm gonna keep going, not stopping. Maybe it might take a break this next year, just because of like job changes and stuff like that. But for the most part, I'm just gonna keep going, keep
just keep pushing on, and hopefully we'll get to that. And then if I can even get into open, I'm all for it, man. Definitely gonna be exciting over the next year for sure. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.